Greetings and salutations. I just tried to go live stream from my new page, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know what's going on. So, greetings and salutations. This is Salima Ellis. This is going to be a real, this is not a headbanger. This is not a headbanger. This is changing your life type of knowledge. Um, no matter what I say during this live, please do not panic. Do not, um, you know, you're still studying. I'm still studying. So let's stay to one accord. We're still on the couch no matter what information I drop today. In the next couple of days, we are still on the couch. All this getting upset about Trump and Elon, that shit ain't real. We ain't never had control over none of these funds. And anyway, they're just recalling back the spell. See, when they say the whole world feeds on us, those are our debt note dollars, right? That they gave us to replace the fact that they were stealing from us, right? So the debt note dollar is one of the strongest spells because it carries our energy. And when we're out and about, when we touch the money, debit cards, whatever, we give the realm food. We feed the realm. So you got to remember, you said, look at the bigger picture. Okay, first we've been asking for reparations, but when you look at, you said United States International Aid Fund, you see that everybody in the realm gets our dollars, right? But the dollar is supposed to be for us. It's our debt note that they owe us. Why is the debt note that they owe us, because they stole from us, circulating all over the world? The call is coming from within the house, people. Why is a debt note that was created when they got rid of the gold standard and they stole our gold? This is recorded. They took our gold and put it in the banks, right? And then they shut down the banks and gave us a debt note called dollars. And it's amazing that they did this around the world, yet China has dollars, India has dollars, paper money, currency, tangible paper currency. India, all the nations of Africa, Ethiopia, Sudan, Congo, whatever, they all have paper money, correct? But why is it our debt note that was created for us by this government is the only one circulating worldwide? Because they all have debt notes that was created for them, by them, right? But why is our debt note that was created for us when they got rid of the gold standard the only one that is circulated worldwide? Y'all don't know magic like you think you do. You don't know magic like you think you do. And we could call it the economy, and yes, it econs, it runs the economy. But who's touching that money first? Isn't it amazing that the poorest people in the world always get new bills circulating through their community? Brand new crispy bills. Because when I said reparations beyond the check, I need y'all to start thinking about money in a whole different way. See, I always talking about taking the mysticism out of the Bible, but now I'm about to put mysticism back into some of the politics. All the countries of the world have paper monies that was given to them to replace the resources that the colonizers take, right? But why is it that the dollar that was created specifically for us is the only one circulated throughout the world, accepted in every country? Y'all don't know how bad y'all is. Just by touching something, you kept this realm alive. You've kept the beast alive. Ooh, y'all don't know magic like you think you do. So, welcome to the channel. This is Salima Ellis. You can call me Ema. Also, greetings and salutations. I'm here to tell you that basically there is no check. Though I don't like to agree with tethers and mimickers like Boule Martin and Kamala and all of them, the truth is, and they know that because they know something that you do not. They know something that you don't know within your soul. And until you accept this within your soul, these fuckers are gonna be here. Okay? They're gonna be here. But today, the manifesto of the Great Mother is coming out. It's bad when the Babas are calling out for the Great Mother to come with the belt and start adding some fucking licks to you motherfuckers. Okay? It's bad. I've been paying attention across the realm, across the outside realm, the social media realm, and I hear the call coming from man, melanated man. So even he's overwhelmed. He's frustrated that people ain't paying attention. And you know who these babas are. They out here. They got the knowledge. They've been teaching for years. They're getting tired. They're becoming exhausted. So when I heard the Baba actually call out for the Great Mother, I said, okay, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. So this is going to be everything I say today cannot be taken back. Those that know you fabulous, after what I start putting down this week, you better be ready to stand 10 toes down. I can't take it back. I refuse to take it back, and I won't. I won't. I will not. I got the call. So since the call came, we're going to answer the call. Yes, we are. We are going to answer the call. And it's important that we answer the call like this because what's happening. Oh, I thought I was sharing screen pretty good. I got too much going on the screen. I don't know what this is. Okay. I'm trying to share my screen, but I got so much going on. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me go back to my. Okay, it says the zone. I don't even know if y'all can see that though. Because I can't see it on my screen. So I'm like unsure what's really going on. Oh, I hate it when they do this stuff to me. I'm trying to present. Is this it? There we go. Yes. Can we make it bigger? I just want to make it bigger. All right. There we go. All right. I'm like, what is going on? I just got too much over here. All this extra stuff. Like, what is this? Okay, anyway, let's get on to the presentation. Reparations beyond the check. And I say reparations go beyond the check because what we need is more than money. When you look at the financial system, first of all, we got to remember that we're dealing with an entity that has never played fair with us. They're never going to play fair with us. So let's go to check. Why money could never equal repair. Is that the right part? Okay. So some of this is out of order, but we're going to. Why money could never equal repair. So you're going to need you're going to need your dictionaries and your Bibles. Yes, this is a manifesto for our people. It is not just a manifesto for our people. It is a manifesto for the invading foreign alien species that are here. This is officially a vacate the premises manifesto. There is no fucking table. I have no desire for what you have to offer. I am what you considered, if you read your Bible, what is called a Medes. That means I might like to look at shiny things, but I have no love for silver or gold. I have always been what is called a plain Jane, and I'm all right with that. Okay? So the needs are not loves of silver and gold. Therefore, there is no olive branch you can offer me, United States government and your agents. There is no table for us to come to negotiate. Let's make this clear. You are not my peer. Yeah, baby, let's get this straight. There is no olive branch for these beings. There is no negotiation table for these beings. The United States government and their agents and their agencies are not my peers. They do not have the intellectual capacity to even be aware of what I really am. They are aware that they can feed off of me, that they can use me. Well, I am aware of something much more now of what you are. This manifesto is not to be used as an olive branch. This is a vacate the motherfucking premises manifesto for the 12 tribes of Israel and their shepherd, the Jewish Gentiles. Oh, yeah. Y'all all got to go. Y'all all got to go. I got the call. And I know my people are blind. They're waiting for, to float out of the sky and all this magic power and all of this. But I'm about to tell them the one line that you don't want them to know. Ooh, you motherfuckers been slick with my people. This is why I told y'all better be studying since I've been on with Crumb, Joy, Goddess Yalsini. I have been dropping pure, factual knowledge so that you can study yourself deeper and deeper. Because this shit's about to get deep, y'all. Every day before I close out these lives, I'm going to drop the line to you till it resonates. As the Bible Black Dot said, you got to be on the vibration of the destination of where you want to be. I'm there, but I can't drag you with me. But I am going to give you the knowledge that you need to catch up. Remember, I can give you all the same recipe, but your spill will come out different because we still perceive the reality differently, even if we're totally interconnected on so much when we're vibing together. I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't agree with that. I agree with that. We still have different energies. We still have that different vibrational divine nine. Okay, so let's get into it. While money could never equal repair, legal tender is a form of money that courts of law are required to recognize as satisfactory payment in courtrooms for a monetary debt. Now, if a court is supposed to be doling out justice, why is there a monetary debt? The monetary debt is because they've enslaved someone, a melanated person that looks like me, and they're saying that they're there to provide justice, okay? That I've committed a crime. And the courts are the way to civilize our people. And when you don't follow their statutory laws, which Moses came down off Mount Sinai with, you get punished. And this is the thing, it's their fucking laws, not ours. They are a foreign, invading, immigrant species. That's another fucking species telling you they got the right to control you. A species that should not be here. And they keep proving it by their every act. Okay, let's go back to legal tender. Legal tender is a form of money that courts of law are required to recognize as satisfactory payment in court for any money, debt. Each jurisdiction determines what is legal tender, but essentially it is anything which, when offered, tendered in payment of a debt, extinguishes the debt. Let it be clear, that fucking debt note y'all gave us, these dollars and shit, does not extinguish the rent you owe us. Y'all been on our realm for more than 1,000 years, bitch. You in deep debt. That's why y'all talk about these trillions. See, these people don't understand. Your debt note that you created to try to trick us and say, well, this money extinguishes the fact that we took your gold, that we took your land, that we raped your women, and that we still fucking experiment. Fuck you. There ain't no fucking money. Money does not equal reparations, bitches. It does not extinguish your debt. Y'all been here for over 1,000 years. Y'all owe us. Y'all been mining. And now y'all see we don't like y'all no more. Y'all willing to cut off. See, the Jewish head of the nation of Israel willing to cut off the other nations now because we don't like feeding all of y'all. And that's what this is really about. The beast has always had more. What did it say? My father has many houses. That one nation has many houses, and we've been feeding all of them. And they know we tired of feeding them. And now they're ready to cut off the rest of them because they cannot afford to starve themselves out to feed everybody else. That's what's really going on. Yo, yeah, we about to get down to this shit. For those that cannot see, let your blinders come off, baby, because I'm a hell of a ride. Okay? There is no obligation on the creditor to accept the tendered payment, but the act of tendering the payment in legal tender discharges the debt. No, the fuck it don't. No, the fuck it don't. And I'm about to show y'all they still owe you. And this is how you can make them pay up. We understand that money was created not only as a treatise, but also as a distraction from your true intention for our inheritance. These realms are our inheritance as man, Genesis 1, male and female, not woman. As man, I affirm and accept my inheritance. Let it be known. Let it be known. Let's get to it. 1244. We're going to look at these words because you know I don't play. You need to know the language, and that's why I'm so glad Trump made English the official language because y'all about to learn y'all language. 1244. Let me see. Treat. Because they're going to call it a treaty, but we were treating these people. Treating them. So, Genesis 1, 11. We understand this is our inheritance because we don't have to toil. We don't have to toil to eat. Y'all think y'all straight. But I got you today. Mama got you today. You might hear y'all. Okay. Genesis 1:11-12. And then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seeds in according. We didn't have to toil. There is no toil in this. We've been turned away. We've been seduced from our own inheritance. But this is the year. This is the time. The land produced. It didn't say man and woman. This was doing it before we got here, right? This is our nursery. Parents create a nursery before their children are born. And they make it where everything that the child needs in that is in the nursery. And the child can connect with it and utilize it. And y'all here interfering. Y'all, you nursing on our tent. You got to come off of it. Okay? So 11. And so it was, 1:12, Genesis. The land produced vegetations, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And it is good, baby. Do you hear me? Revelation 1:27. God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, not woman. Woman is the open air penal colony construct of femininity, of submission. Bitch, not today. Not today. You can take that woman and bounce her ass to the door. Because when I finish cheering woman, a whole new one with her little transgender friend that y'all tried to sick on us. Yeah, baby. Our parents created us in their image. We are man, male, and female. Yes, the fuck I am a female. Yes. And I do have masculine traits because I push out fucking men and they need testosterone. Where they gonna get it from if they don't get it from me? Ooh, I wish I would go back to science. Go back. Don't go back to school. Day school's the one that got you thinking like this. Start eating better than me and come to my school. Learn some shit. Okay, what's the next one? Treat, 1244. Let's hit your Webster's Dictionary, 1973 or older. Because like I said, we got to get this together. So because treaty treaties are compound and has suffixes, I like to go to root words. So let's go to the root word of treat. It is a verb and a noun. There's treat 1 and 2. To discuss terms of a settlement. Treat, not treaty, treat. To deal with a matter in writing. Okay, discourse. Latin, to handle, to deal. To pay another's expenses. To deal with in speech or in writing. Okay. To present or represent artistically, to deal, to handle. Treat to. And entertainment given without expense to those invited. So y'all ain't paid no expense. We've been paying all the expense. Okay, people, let's keep going. Unexpected source of joy, delight, and amusement, and I'm sure we have been. joy, delight, and amusement for you motherfuckers. Quite fulfilling. Greetings and salutations to the bloodline. So this is why money could never replace reparations, because we're going to be the ones to do the repairing. Y'all can't repair shit. The money is just, I guess you could say, what is that word called? Physical, because your apology would mean nothing to us. Your apology don't mean shit. And that's why I said this manifesto is like, y'all really gotta go. Like my children called out to me, like, Mama, please get these motherfuckers off of me. Like the long kiss goodnight when Charlie was on the bridge with her baby. Somebody, please get these motherfuckers off of me. That's how my people feel about y'all. So that was treat 1, treat 2, and Revelations. It says here we're going to also read Revelations 12:17. Yeah, I wanted to be set up today. Revelations 12:17, the woman and the dragon. And then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to make war against the rest of her offspring. Okay. So they like to interchange us with them. You know that every chance they get. Okay. Now, this part is correct. There is a dragon enraged with the woman. We are not the woman, though, that at this point in time that they're talking about. That's why I said there were 2 revelations. This woman, she's in trouble now. This is the woman of the Adamite, the creation from the Adamite, Adam, who calls himself man but is not. So when they say they call themselves Jews, but they are not, they are Jews. What they're calling themselves, but they are not, is man. They are not man. My mother did not create woman. I am man. See, the sons of gods came down to mate with the daughters of man. And that's going to fuck with y'all because y'all got these sexes. Male, female, man, woman. This your job, this your job. But see, they did that because when we start to really break it down, our men are going to start becoming the feel effeminate. And don't let these people do that to you, because that is not my job. That's not what I'm on here doing. I'm reading directly out the Bible. I'm reading directly what it says. I am a man. I am the female version of man. It doesn't call me woman, not one time in here. Okay? So woman is in trouble. The dragon is on her heels. So I owe, what is this man's name? I did a powerful Bible reading with a group, a panel that was so cold. It was Yasini, it was Crumb, Ponder, it was quite a few people. But it was a guy from India. I should still know this man's name. And he told me, no. And I just was, I love doing Bible study. Baba, owe you an apology, you're right. This woman is not us. Woman is not us. Woman was created in Genesis 2 when she came from the Adamite. So that's why these beings have to go. That's why they're inbreeding, because the only way that they can outside breed is when they with us. because they're all related. Every time Adam, every time the Adamite does it to the woman, he does it to himself literally. Like that's like let's not even try to go. So there's a treat. Y'all have been treated far enough, and that's why we're going to get back into the Red Queen hypothesis. So let's go to Revelations 13. Adam, from Adam to Noah. Okay. So when you go to Genesis, it says from Adam to Noah. Adam was the beginning of their line, right? Let's pay attention. And the United States government just got rid of NOAA, right? NOAA, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration. NOAA, headbangers today, baby, all day long. So, because when you go to Genesis 5, the heading of Genesis 5 says, from Adam to Noah. Now, Adam came out of the earth, right? Right? It says so here that Genesis 2:7, the Lord God formed the man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Okay. And when you go to Genesis 5, it specifically says, I'm just reading the heading, from Adam to Noah. So let's go to Revelations 13, because I want to make this clear for y'all. Revelations 13, the beast out of the earth. I'm going to keep repeating this so y'all understand. And then I saw another beast coming out of the earth, Adam, the Adamite. Because it never said the beast that came down here fell. It says it fell to the earth. It never said it came out of the earth. It fell to the earth. This thing came out of the earth. Only one being is described as coming out of the earth. And it's described as a beast. And all y'all want to be Adam. That's so cute. Little Adamites running around telling Eve to bend over and bend down. Telling women, I love y'all. Come on, ladies. This is why this is the matriarch. This is the female. This is our book. This is our biblio. Y'all tried to hide it. Oh, y'all slipped and slided. So the beast out of the earth. Genesis 13:11. Then I saw another beast coming out of the earth. He had two horns like a lamb, but he spoke like a dragon. I speak like a dragon. He exercised all the authority of the first beast on his behalf. Who was the first beast before Adam? The one who created him. Who was that? The corporate entity that's here testing out this fucking product, an Adamite and woman product against us. Revelations 13:12. He exercised all the authority of the first beast on his behalf and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast. What would be the first beast? I come in peace. Socialism. We want to socialize with y'all. We're explorers. The first beast. And made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed, and he performed great and miraculous signs, even causing fire to come down. What just came down out of SpaceX? So you know them two astronauts, they've been dead. They've been looking dead for I don't know how long in them old ass pictures. You know, oxygen up there, that like that. Come on. Okay. causing fire to come down from the heavens to earth in full view of men. He didn't say man and woman. He didn't say Adamites. He said us, men. Because of the signs he was given power to do on behalf of the first beast, he deceived the inhabitants of the earth. So we inhabit the earth. Who has he been deceiving for the longest? Us. He's a deceiver. Why would he deceive us? What does he want? He wants to be fed. And he's been eating real good. Okay? He ordered them to set up an image in honor of the first beast whose image set up an image in honor of the first beast. So you know the image that they gave us, who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. So this is going to be the eye opening. When they gave us the image of the first beast, you ever notice it was praying on its knees? The first beast, the aegis of Jesus, he's on his knees praying, looking up. Why, if he's God or the Son of God, why does he look like that? Why does he look like he's begging for mercy? He's asking for something. They wanted him to look pitiful and harmless, like, oh, I'm a sweet little lamb, and this is my hands are going to always be this. It's a dagger in them motherfuckers, okay? So that's why the image of their Savior was presented to us like that. So it would look harmless because it's quite a vicious creature. Okay, these creatures are quite vicious. So let's keep going. Yeah, this species is quite vicious. Um, he also first every okay, back to Revelations 13:15. He was given power to breathe, to give breath to the image of the first beast. Just breath, because the image never existed. Remember, it's imagery. It's a contract, so that it could speak and cause all who refuse to worship the image to be killed. We were killed because we did not. We refused to worship the image that said we had to submit to it. People in their right state of mind would never submit or to anybody that they ain't never met. I ain't never met you, nigga. What's up, Ma? You want to come through? What you want to do? Hold on, let me. I am live. I mean. Okay, I just got put on grandma detail in the middle of my live, y'all. Please forgive the interruption. That's what's been going on all day. Like I say, this stuff ain't easy. Trying to teach y'all, teach my family, be with my family. Because those that know me know I ain't just got grandbabies. I got babies the same age as my grandbabies. So thank you for being patient with me. I appreciate that. Let's get back to the yeah. You need grandma. Okay. Okay. How you doing, baby? You being good? They'll be back in a minute. Just give them a minute. Here, that's for you. Don't squeeze it. There you go. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. I hate to lose my concentration, but I gotta take care of my babies. So we've done the root words for treaties, and we've gone into the Genesis. Now we know all of us have a mark of the beast, okay? Because we all practice commerce, even our children. Yes, even our children, because they have their own platforms, they make their own products, they buy and they sell. They go to the stores, even if they don't have these platforms, they go to the stores, right? I remember I had a Kool-Aid stand, a lemonade stand, and I began to sell, see, and buy. So I immediately it had the mark of the beast, and that's what we don't understand. We're so, and that's the only way you can get everybody to have the mark of the beast on them, because everybody doesn't come through their education system. Nope, everybody doesn't come through the religious system. So these are the ways they get their mark on you. Everybody doesn't come through their political system. Everybody doesn't come through them, but that capitalism, whoa boy, everybody's hands has touched that dollar. Everybody, all over this world. That's the mark of the beast. And then they're trying to say that dollar extinguishes the debt they owe us, but I'm about to kick their teeth in with that one. Because they're going to say they have the right to stay here, and you don't. That dollar don't give you. That dollar is nothing. I whip my ass with that dollar, and I love the money. I love to spend it because of how you presented it to the realm. Of course, I enjoy it. If you present it to me like that, that it's the most valuable thing on earth, but I am the most valuable thing on earth, or you wouldn't have made it where I have to touch it every day consistently before you distribute it to the rest of your horde, your parasitic host horde, so y'all can survive here. Because it ain't enough for y'all just to be here. Y'all have to touch something we've touched. And that's the biggest fucking spell my people ain't seen yet. Y'all have to touch something physically we've touched. And that's why the debt note was created. All these other things are true. Yeah. All these other things are true. But the power, the proof is in the pudding. Deny me. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Y'all can't survive here with the sun, can you? You could spray all you want, but everything we touch, what comes off? What absorbs it? Our melanin. So every day, every being that's on this realm that touched a United States created dead note gets a fucking dose of melanin so they can be here longer. Bitch, I know what real magic is. We going heads in. We going in, baby. We going in. I'm going in. I love this shit. So this is why money could never equal reparations. And these species ain't trustworthy. They control how the money is printed and all of that. Okay. So I just broke down a little bit of the spell on our people and how all these other species are other than able to. Everybody on this realm got debt note money, paper money, right? But why is our debt notes the only one circulated throughout the world? Because they gotta touch something we've touched to be here. They can't survive. It ain't just a we ain't just a look, motherfucker. This just ain't a look. Let's go to the next one. Okay, while money could never equal repair, because the money was created from the source of the inheritance. Money is just a resource of the original source. Duh. A debt note could never cover the scope of our inheritance. Watch the movie again, Jupiter Ascending. The Moors are trying to tie us in. They're still trying to tie a financial to our inheritance, but you can't. So let's go to Isaiah 52:3. Yep, Isaiah 53. No, 52:3. Yep. For this is what the Lord says: you were sold for nothing, and even without money, you will be redeemed. How is that possible? How can we be redeemed without money when money runs the world? I mean, shit, we can't get what we need without money. We can't pay our bills without money. We can't get a car without money. Can't pay gas, taxes without money. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have so many emotions going through this shit with y'all because this gonna be fucking funny. Uh, so yes, this is true. Now we're going to accept some monies, yes, because there's going to be some immediateness and everybody ain't going to be ready for what's going on. But yes, Isaiah 52:3 is true. We all will be redeemed without money. Why? Because the money comes from the very source. See, they've got you looking at the money as if the money is the source of the wealth, but the money was printed from the source. The money is just the source that has been repurposed. Money is repurposed source. It's resource. Anytime you see re on front of it, it's been repurposed. It's been resourced. It comes from the source. So what's the source? Okay. So, like I said, Isaiah 52:3. For this is what not the Lord says. This is what is true. As the great Reverend Ike says, whether Jesus said it or not, is effectual. Whether anyone says the things that are true is effectual, whether you know a name to it or not. Okay? So for this is what is said. You were sold for nothing, and without money, we will be redeemed. Okay? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I tried to explain that as best I could, but I know how y'all be. Okay, let's get into this one. How can I know what I did wrong. I know exactly what I did wrong. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. No, get out of there. Y'all gonna have to give me a minute. I gotta go back to my Can I come out of here while I'm on here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did it again. Okay, let's do it again. All right, now I'm not gonna mess with that too much more. I tried to do it, y'all. I really tried. Okay, so let's get back to the one. I was trying to split the screen, but it won't let me do two, so I can read differently. So that is why reparations will never equal. Hey, young man. Oh shoot, just a second. See nothing wrong with it. I could have sworn I saw it in her hand with her phone. I don't know. Hey, baby. Hello? No, I could have sworn she walked out with her phone. Pardon the interruptions again. Pardon. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why money could never um, equal reparations. Okay. Repair. Did we ever define repair? I don't think I did. I've been hopping around like this, but let's go back to reparation. Excuse me. I'll be trying to number these things, but I swear I'll study so late. Study till I get cross at. So nice putting this stuff together. I transpose the numbers. Because I'm like 908. I'm on 9 reparations. 908 is 980. I know I was tired putting this together. Okay, Reparations. Oh my goodness. Greetings and salutations.
Hey, Mom, take the homework for me on that leg.
Okay, no problem. Y'all give me another.
She got it in her hand, but hey,
Just a second, y'all. Please excuse the interruptions. It's just one of those. Okay. Grandma detail back in full swing. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's get back to it. My apologies. I'm telling you, it seems like, you know what? But they said do it today, so I'm doing it today. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. Um, so we just went, and we were going to do reparations. So reparation, Latin, noun, a repairing or keeping in repair, repairs, the act of making amends, offering expiation or giving satisfaction for a wrong or injury. Um, repair to A, the act of making amends, offering, okay. To B, something done or given as amends or satisfaction. Three, the payment of damages, indemnification, compensation in money or materials payable by a defeated nation for damages. Now pay attention. Reparations. Listen to the definition once again. This is reparations. Three, compensation in money or materials payable by a defeated nation for damages to or expenditures sustained by another nation as a result of hostilities with the defeated nation. So, they're going to make you assume that we've been defeated. But they would not be doing what they're doing if we were defeated. And this is why I say we got the best weapons in the world. We don't have to fight with guns. We're proving that right now. This chimera is chopping off its own fucking limbs to keep from starving. So sit your ass on the couch, stay right there. Because like I just broke down, the biggest spell in the world is that your melanin has touched every single dollar ever created. And it's kind of strange that all the other nations, even though they all have dollars, their dollars are circulated throughout the world as currency. Who's the baddest? Show enough. Who's the meanest? Show enough. So, yes, we could get a check. Yes, we could get the check, and we'll keep circulating the dollars. But if you really want to cut off the beast, drop the dollar. And I know you're oh shit, how are we gonna get our reparations if they don't give us money? Oh God, no, fuck that. We gotta have the money. Ain't no reparations without money. I can hear you motherfuckers now. You drop the dollar, abstain from it. See, we've already proved we've got spending might. We've already proved we can earn that which they keep out of our hands, but put it in the rest of the hands and in all these other motherfucker hands so that they can stay alive. Now, I got the call. You want to know how to start starving out the beast? Drop the dollar. Let them know that the dollar could never compare to your inheritance, because now you know what your inheritance is. And for all of you that don't know, kiss my ass. You're going to have to stay around. You're going to have to hit that Cash App. You're going to have to learn some shit. Yeah, because I'm not here to just, I ain't never been here for that. That's why I work well with others. Everybody I've worked with on these platforms before, they don't like me. Because my truth goes against their wants, needs, and desires. I don't work well with these motherfuckers because the truth, the great mother, goes against their wants, needs, and desires. Okay. So, reparations beyond the check. So these people are defeated, and they're going to say, well, we've got money because we know we whooped your ass. This is how they're going to put it. We know we whooped your ass. We know we defeated y'all. So to help repair some of what we did, we're going to drain the swamp. We're going to stop giving all these other nations money. And then we're going to give you what we owe you financially. Bitches, I ain't that stupid. What you owe me, because you could never pay. That's why you got to vacate the motherfucking premises. You don't even have a soul to barter with me with. You don't even have a soul to barter with me with, bitches. So yeah, keep draining the swamp and pull back the money. I'm tired of my beautiful genetic data being given to all these other motherfuckers. They got to touch the money so that they can stay. Yeah. Yeah, I see the spell, baby. And I know y'all watching. Y'all ain't got to hit the channel. Go ahead. This ain't for y'all, no way. This is for my people. Because this is y'all vacate the fucking premises order. But keep doing what you're doing right now. Please, Trump, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you. I really do. Elon, hang in there, my man. Hang in there. You ain't going through nothing The regular average black man ain't been through in the last 1,000 years since you bitches been here. So hold on to your tears. I know you got a stash of cash in somewhere. Eli, come on, you can do it. You're the richest man in the world. You ain't went through half of what a black man or a black woman have been through. So save your white man tears. Love you. Yeah. So let's keep it moving. By this definition alone, it would make you think we have been defeated in some form or manner. It would definitely be an acknowledgement of the brutality we have and continue to endure at the hands of these invading foreign alien immigrant species. Not races, species. See, they are a race among themselves. They're a whole fucking different species from us. There is a difference. Learn. Whose only purpose has been to mine, lie, rape, pillage the true inheritors of these realms, us. Well, you are no longer welcome within these realms, for we are well aware how rich and vast our world is. Yes. Get your hands off of trust, bitches. Realm. Page 692. We just look up the word realm. 962. Hey, baby. Yeah. Realm. Noun, Middle English. Modified up from Latin. Regimen, rule, moret, regimen, kingdom, sphere, domain. Within the possibility of a primary marine or terrestrial biogeographic division of the Earth's surface. Y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. Welcome. Let's look up the word welcome. Page 13. Welcome. Desirable. Welcome is interjectedly an adjective. It's a descriptive word. Desirable guest. Prehistoric. Prehistoric. Welcome is prehistoric. That means they just broke the word welcome. The Gentiles broke the word welcome on the realm. This word existed before your fucking existence. You broke the word welcome. You are no longer welcome on the realm. Who says that? To a whole species. You broke the word welcome. You're no longer welcome on the realm. Compound whose constituents are represented by Old English willa, will desired by Old English kuma, guest, akin to Old English kuman, to come, more at will come, used to express a greeting to a guest or a newcomer upon his arrival. At one time, you were welcome, Gentiles, Hebrews, Israelites, all of the tribes of you. You are no longer welcome. You broke the fucking word welcome. You broke the fucking word welcome. How can you break a fucking word? I've heard of people breaking people images. Kids can break anything. They can break a house. They can break a car. You, supposed adults of your species, broke the word welcome. Wow. Okay, let's go to the next one. Broke the fucking word welcome. Learning to define ourselves through our experiences. We do not have to share, and we will no longer share who and what we are and who we choose to become with any invading foreign alien species. We do not have to share anything with any of you ever again. Okay? We don't like y'all. Y'all like to label things so that you can take things. So we are not no longer going to give you a verbal definition beyond the one I'm going to give you for us here. Because you've already gone after FBA, I'm sure. Foundational Black America, you probably got that bitch patented uh, 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 on the USDA, the FDA, the CDC. Fuck y'all. So the terms that I'm using to describe us here is just for descriptive purposes. It is not who nor what we are. If you try to colonize the terms that I use here to describe us in regards of our dealings with you, Caucasians, Jews, Gentiles, you're going to get in trouble. You understand? Who and what we are is none of your fucking business. That's the most important thing. Ha! What I am scares you. Who I am blows you the fuck away. And I am that which you can never fucking name, Adamite. You fucking Adamite. You can't name me. You can't name me. You go name your fucking woman, bitch. Go name your bitch. Go name your woman. Yeah, you go name everything else you can't wait to kill, murder, and rape. But I got something for you, you freaking Adamite. I am a man. That's what you can call me. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's how you can address me from now on, you freaking Adamites. Because I know what you are. I know who I am. Okay, let's get to this. Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 10, 4 through 5. Yep, I know what you are, and I know who I am. But you just know I'm fucking food. But oh, baby. We taste good. I know we taste good because y'all came to the land of milk and honey for a reason. You came here for a reason. 2 Corinthians 10, 4 through 5. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. This world got guns for us. Y'all got nigga beaters. Y'all got tasers. Y'all got pepper spray. Y'all got CPS to snatch our kids from us. Oh, y'all been using y'all weapons. Shit kicking ass. Good time. Yeah. So let's get back to the 2 Corinthians 10, 4 through 5. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. Whose strongholds is coming down without us lifting the finger? Shang Tzu, the art of war. Where we at? We on the couch. Who's winning? We are. Have we shot anybody? Have we killed anybody? And this is what I say. I'm gonna throw all the knowledge I in, all the patterns in people that I got. My mind works like that. This is Shang Tzu, the art of war. Us on the couch is us winning without us lifting one finger to harm these motherfuckers. But haven't they been doing everything they can to get us off the couch and into them streets so that they can harm us? The art of war. The art of war. 2 Corinthians 10, let's go back to it, 4 through 5. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have the divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of us. And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to us. I don't know no Christ, but I know me. And I know now that we on code, I see fucking knees is folding. I see people getting out our own land on their own. Ah! I've been telling y'all since I started with the goddess, since before I started anybody in my home school that ever brought their kids to me. If you ever cross across them in this realm, they will tell you what I taught their kids blew their minds. This is your greatest weapon. No gun, no knife, no fist, no lie can defeat you if you are armed here first. You can see it coming. You understand? You understand. Okay? And you can win with that weapon. This is your greatest weapon. That's why I tell you, if you ain't studying with your dictionary, you ain't studying. You have to know the language. And the reason why I know what I know is because the language just started. The way you see Neo could see the Matrix with numbers, the language started to come to me like, oh shit, we saying everything. Oh shit, the language. The language. Practice your language. You're not practicing your language. Any word that fascinates you, 5 times each. Learn the definition. Put it in a sentence. Learn it phonetically. Learn it phonically. Go back to the basics of learning. Psalms 37. Let's get to the next one. Psalms 37, 11. But the meek will inherit the land and enjoy great peace. Did you just understand? The meek will inherit the land. This land is not theirs. Everything they have, every computer, every car, everything was mined from the land. Whose land is this? If you know who you really are, whose land is this? That's why I would never follow Jesus. I would never follow Jesus. Jesus ain't got nothing for you till you die. We've been here before they ever got here, even they Jesus. I don't want to be reaped to go to some what they call in the second earth. There is no second earth. This is it, motherfuckers. Women have one child. We can have multiple child, but can any of the other children that we have replace the child that we lost? You telling me the child I push out is going to laugh like the child I lost? It's going to cry like the child I lost? It's going to want me like the child I motherfucking lost? Ain't no second earth. They lying to you. The second earth is they vacate the premises. They're going to have, that's why they stole all of this so that they, when they have to leave, they have to replicate. They have to try to replicate it because this is the greatest thing they've ever found throughout all their travels because they were fucking starving. The second earth is theirs. This is our shit. I ain't going no motherfucking way. Do you understand? This is our inheritance. This place was created for us. This is our nursery. This is our mama's breast. Get the fuck off my mama's titty, nigga. You know how kids get when they see other kids that they don't even know. My mama holding. Why my mama holding this motherfucker? Where the fuck you come from? Yeah, that's how we feel right now. I don't want to share my mama nipple with nobody. Nobody. So Psalms 37, the meek. But believe in that word meek. Because when you flip the M upside down, it says weak. That's what they do to fuck with us. We are the meek. We are the meeks. We don't love the outside gold like that because it's floating through our fucking veins. Duh. We inherit the earth because we are the earth. Nobody pulled us off the ground. This was created for us. This is literally your nursery. When a parent has a child, they want to put their child in a safe space and says, this is where I can put my child when I don't literally have my hands around them. This space is going to keep them safe. It's going to feed them. Doesn't this realm do that? Whether these motherfuckers here or not? Okay, let's get to the next one. Surviving the Red Queen. Now, I'm going to come back to this one because that's deep. Surviving the Red Queen hypothesis. I will go to this one, though. The United States and its allies, the name of this one is Surviving the Red Queen hypothesis. The United States and its allies, the United Nations, have proven to be nothing more than a parasitic host feeding off the mineral, elemental, and vital health of our realm. That means everybody here have no business here. The United Nations have no business on our realm. The United Nations are foreign alien species, a hungry foreign alien species here to feed off of us. So the United Nations have proven to be nothing more than a parasitic host feeding off the mineral, because they wrote out the document for the rights of indigenous peoples and all of this. But have anybody made the United States kowtow? Have anybody bright? Because they can't. Because they part of the set. They the Hydra. They the Chimera. The fuck out of here with that shit. And vital health of our realm. So when we say that these people got to go, the United Nations got to go with them. Everybody. And when I put out the official vacate the premises, y'all can't do the Elysium on us either. You cannot orbit above us and no Elysium. When I say vacate the premises, I'm going to make sure, free and clear, that our orbit is to remain clear of you motherfuckers. You cannot breathe over us. You can't throw your trash on top of us. You can't do none of this shit. Your satellites, your drones, all of it, you got to take the shit with you. We don't give a fuck where you go. But our airspace is to remain free. We should not see an airplane, none of that. So yeah, the United States and its allies, the United Nations, have proven to be nothing more than a parasitic host feeding off the mineral, elemental, and vital health of our realm. Just by the energetic utilization of debt notes, money, we have kept you and these other foreign, immigrant, alien, invading species, and I'm going to say that to y'all understand that even though they physically look like us, they are not us. They are really an alien species. If I could pull back the realms, them bitches would look more worse than they live. But I don't know how. But I can see it. That's the best I can tell you. I don't know how to rip the veil off of y'all. So the best veil I can is to reiterate verbally over and over: foreign, immigrant, alien, invading species alive because we touched their debt notes. Reference USAID, United States Agency for International Development, are the debt notes that they created to replace some of the source that they took for us to say, oh yeah, we're just going to take this, go here, this stuff. But it was a bigger spell than that. We have to touch the debt notes. The debt notes soak up the melanin. Read what's in the debt notes. Our melanin. Okay? Like I said, all the countries of the world have a debt note. Why is only our debt note with our melanin touching everybody else's skin? Okay, come on, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Just by the energetic utilization of debt note monies, we have kept you and these other foreign immigrant, alien, invading species alive. Reference you said. Okay, so let's go to Exodus. We're going to Exodus 12:36. The Lord had made the Egyptians favorably disposed towards the people. Oh no, wait. Yes. And they gave them what they asked for. So they plundered the Egyptians. We were favorably disposed towards these people. And what did they do? They plundered us. They keep plundering us. This is Israel plundering. They're admitting it in our Biblio that they plundered fucking Egypt. That's what they do. That's what they do everywhere. That's why when they tried to pass through us the first time they tried to pass through Edom, Edom said, "Oh no, bitches, we know about what y'all did in Egypt. Y'all, oh hell no. Oh hell to the no. To the no. Edom stepped out too. And Israel couldn't defend. Even with all the tribes, because we stood on cold and we didn't say a word. We answered them, you can't come through. And what did they do? They sent their little Jesus picture to Edom. We won't touch this. We just want to walk straight through. Ain't that what they told us? We just need a little help. We just need to say, ain't that what they told us? Okay. Okay. And Edom bounced that ass. Turn the TV off. Yes. Yes. Edom says, step through this bitch if you want to, and we about to go back to right what we was doing. Y'all won't be able to step left. You won't be able to step right. You won't be able to feed one cow because you bitches about to do the Trail of Tears. The Gentile is about to do the Trail of Tears. Okay, so I just read Exodus 36. Yep, 49. Yep. These people, Israel is plundering us right now. Oh, they've been plundering, and that's why the Democrats is mad because the Republicans is exposed to actually they're all part of it. They all had to vote to approve this shit on both sides of the aisle. Remember the beast? Y'all think one against the other. Oh no. See, one beast is just willing to sell. I said that beast, that Hydra, woo! What that Hydra willing to do to keep that head for? Woo! That limb. Yeah, you said, yeah, you motherfuckers could go because these niggas they ain't out feeding us. These niggas is not out here feeding us. Woo! Hide you quickly. Fire. Yeah, Revelations 13, 12, and 13. You dealing with a motherfucking Hydra. And the Hydra is realized it's not eating as good as it was. See, you had all them immigrants, and everybody thought, oh, the immigrants are going to feed us. But see, if you biblical people knew the truth about your Bible, you'll realize the beast, the Erebos, has been feeding off itself for quite some time. Remember the Erebos? It's the symbol of the 808 dragon. See, the beast been feeding off itself quite a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he been feeding off himself quite a while. It's the 80, it's the old dragon. No, not a Rubus. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the dragon. It's in the shape of an 8. and it's devouring its tail. See, now the motherfuckers don't want to bring it up. Yeah, it's been devouring its tail. Yep. Um, this camera just keep cutting off, and I'm gonna just keep it moving. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I don't even care no more, but I'm gonna just keep it moving, like I said. So this thing has been, like I said, devouring its own tail. It was all but now it's getting hungry again. It's getting hungry. It hasn't had to feed itself. It's been using us, and we've survived the parasitic host. And now that we realize what it is, this is the transformer stage where not only did we transform the way we deal with this entity called Gentiles and the corporate entities that it bought with it to feed off of us, now we've changed the way we move. And with our change, the realm changes. The elements on the realm have effectively changed. This is why the periodic table was dropped in some countries. The elements have changed. They are not exactly as they were before. When I say I'm a homeschool teacher, I'm teaching everybody. I'm teaching the people I don't even want to teach. But my people got to know this, okay? So let's go to Parasite, page 832 of my Webster's Dictionary. Okay, parasite. Parasite. Now, from Latin, parasitus, Greek. So it was translated from Greek to para, grain, food. What parasite on the realm is really associated with grain? Wasn't that Cain? Wasn't he one of the first ones let out when he was well trained to come against us? Cain? Parasite, the grain. That's why we shouldn't eat the bread. Because the grain now is, well, anyway, that's another thing. One frequenting the tables of the rich and earning welcome by flattering. So they will have you believe we're poor because of all this we've been going through, but they're eating from our table. We are the wealthiest beings on the realm. And I'm going to break it down to you through this live, this educational. Oh, also fair use, because I'm going to be bringing up some shit too. I am going to be bringing up other articles. I will also be displaying other educational teachers, such as redirecting the Bible study, of course, Bible Remedy H. Oh, what's a few of them on here? This is long. This is going to be like a week or so long, because after I give the vacate the premises, we're going to have the niggas that's going to step into place after the Gentiles is going to pick up right where they left off. Okay, a sycophant. An organism living in or on another organism in parasitism. Something that resembles a biological parasite in dependence on something else for existence or support without making a useful or adequate return. The only thing these beings have ever given us is paper and brutality. Paper and brutality. While they have siphoned off elements, mineral, water, oil, gases, They've changed they've terraformed it where they make these fucking rains, these atmospheric rivers, because there was no atmospheric river before. It was only rainbow, and you got the rainbow mist. See, my Akashic records is open. My inheritance been talking to me. You motherfuckers gotta go. So let's look up hosts. We just did parasites. Yep, 532. The Gentiles are a parasitic host. That's it. The Caucasians are a parasitic host. All they have for our people are paper, which is contracts, empty contracts, and brutality to force us to fulfill. Because that's what when we realized that the contract was empty, that's where the brutality comes in. That's where these enslavers called police come in. This where these militaries and CPS come in, because once we start realizing now they want to snatch us around, that all they have is paper, and they've been collecting our wealth. And that's why they hate us. Because the blood that runs through my veins is the deed and the title to the realm. Say hello. The blood and the soul that runs through the melanin veins of the body temple and the Taurus field is the deed and the title to the realm. That's why these Moors got me fucked up. Bitch, it ain't no piece of paper I can produce for you hoes to prove the blood. That's why they kill us. The blood is the deed and the title to the realm, my people. You are the wealthiest beings on the realm walking around, and you trying to wear it on your fucking neck. You're trying to wear it on your body, and it's under your foot. That's why they always say eminent domain with deeds and titles. That's why the Moors, they tell you to never sign nothing in black because black is there, right? In law, they tell you to sign it with what? Red ink. What does the red ink represent? It is the blood that flows through these veins. What rich beast or demon so great whose blood flows greater than the blood that flows through these veins? No one. No one. And they're going to come to you and say, oh, look, I got a deed of the title. Set that bitch on fire. Your blood, your Taurus field that they tried to hide with astrological signs is the deed to the realm, is the proof of your identity. That's why they made these motherfucking fake ass blood tests, 23andMe, history this, history that, so they could tie you to other motherfuckers that cannot prove that they have anything but paper to say, oh, I'm Queen Elizabeth. No. Bitch, do you got this? Do you got this? Because I got big ass green veins for a dark skinned black woman running through my whole body that people could see all the time. I used to wonder what blue blood be. And I thought it really meant it with like the white people, but it was them mimicking us. The blood that runs through the veins is the deed and the title to the realm. There is no piece of paper that you got to give no motherfucker. There is no piece of paper you can. If you create a piece of paper that says, I am the deed and I am the title holder to these lands, you have just lowered yourself. You have tried to make yourself their peer. No, motherfucker, they got to come up here and they can't because they don't have the blood that I have flowing through my veins, which proves I have the deed and the title to the realm, not to the land. The land is just a piece of, that's what they're obsessed with. This is mine, this is mine. This is all my shit, bitch. The blood that flows through your veins is the deed and the title to the realm. There is no piece of paper. That's why people say, oh, I did all of this just like the Moors taught me, and I never got an answer back because they were laughing at your ass because you lowered yourself. You lowered yourself. These people are not your peers. You feed them. We feed them. They got to go. Host. Yep. You could never create a deed or a title to match these people because we're they're the guests. They're the guests. They have no rights here. Your blood, your very existence is the deed and the title to the realm. Every step you take, hey, and every word you say, yeah, this is all your shit. This is all your shit. This is all yours. Yeah, baby. That's why they don't like you. That's why the very presence of you makes them bitches crunch. They get crunchy every time they see us because you are a walking deed. You are a walking title. Let's keep it moving, baby. What's the word? Host. Host one. Stranger, enemy, army, very large number, multitude, to assemble in hosts for hostile purposes. So I welcomed you as a guest. You broke the word welcome. The word guest don't even exist for you bitches no more. Because this is what you really are. Host two. Host three. A living animal or plant affording subsistence or lodgment to a parasite. The larger, stronger, or dominant a member of a commensal or symbiotic pair. So we are the larger, even though see, and that's the thing. That's what I said. Don't get struck by the numbers. There is no number between 0 through 9. After 9, there is no number. That's why they make all these numbers, hundreds of thousands, to make you seem like they're, oh boy, we outnumber you motherfuckers. But yet you can't live without us. You know what I mean? Somebody has used a prism on us. Somebody's giving a narrative to us that says we're the weaker, we're the smaller, but y'all can't survive here without us. Y'all block out our sun. Y'all use sunscreen that has our melanin in it. Oh yeah, I'm exposing y'all. I don't like y'all no more. Y'all gotta go. I got my people fucked up, and we can't wait on them. Host 4, to receive or entertain socially. So we've entertained, see, social. I said one of the first programs that these are, oh, we come in peace. We need your help. That's why Jesus looked like that. The first year, I remember the first, I never saw no stand-up Jesus or nothing like that when I was younger. It was always a Jesus that looked so pitiful and helpless. Because this is what my people are. And you not. And you not. And you not. Okay, so we did hosts. For Israel is a host of many nations. That's right. They're a horde. They come with an army. Don't they come with an army? Israel came with an army. The census numbers. Okay. Numbers 1, 2. Take a census of the whole Israelite community by their clans and families. That's different races. So Israel is a host of all of these things, all these different species. So it came down here with one face, but it really had many heads, many stomachs to fill. But it's willing at this point to cut off some of its own limbs because we ain't feeding it like we used to. So what you see is the hydra effectively cutting off some of its own limbs to feed, make sure it's got its. The head is always the main one that got to be fed. The other heads get the trickle down. The other limbs, the arms, the legs. If you ever had a stroke, I've had a stroke before. When I had a stroke, which is part of the reason why I look the way I look, I had tissue collapse. And tissue collapse happens when your heart and brain begin to suffocate and they begin to pull minerals, blood, and elements from other parts of the body. Okay? Because it's starving and it's in distress enough to die. So what it will do, it will, and that's when you see stroke victims, they have certain limbs that don't work no more, right? Because the head that needs to function for everything else was willing to sacrifice that limb so that it could survive. So what you see is the hydra effectively sacrificing one of its limbs, just one right now. That's all you see. Don't think it's coming. No. It's gonna put up a bigger fight than that. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a little something to prove my point. Okay. Because I know some people like, I'm not telling people my business, but I'm an elder and I have to have my people know and understand what I'm talking about. So this is a tooth that came out of my mouth right after my stroke. There's no cavity. Matter of fact, let me do this. Okay. This tooth does not have a cavity. Okay. You see, there's no cavity. This is the root and everything. Okay. When I had my stroke, you could tell one part of my face still has like collagen look or whatever, and one part of my face looks flat, right? My gums collapsed and my teeth came out. A tooth with no cavity. Because this part of my mouth was one of the healthiest, obviously, sides of my body, where the heart was at. Is your heart over here? Your heart is over here, right? And this is your brain. Stroke is when the brain. I've already had heart attacks, so I was already in distress. So when my brain went into distress, it began to pull blood, energy, vital essence, and minerals from the rest of my body. It was willing to collapse my whole dental structure to save itself. That is my tooth. No cavities. Root, no. I kept this tooth as a reminder that the body will get rid of a limb, even us, not just the beast, even us. We got to treat ourselves better. Okay? So in the need to pull blood to my brain and other limbs for the vital, this is my grandson, Cam. Cam, say hi, Cam. You see yourself? Say hi. Okay. So this is what the Bible. So when you'll notice, you'll see stroke victims because their limbs will be hanging because the body went into immediate, fuck this, I got to live mode. And it is willing to sacrifice some of its limbs so that it can live. Okay. So we have got to start being more careful with what we're doing with our bodies. Okay. Yeah, we have got to start being more careful with what we're doing to our bodies. Okay, so let's get back to it. We've been on for a little over an hour. Half of it was interruptions, and I was late. My apologies again. While money could never equal repair, Go on, fat face baby. Okay, here it is. How can the sourceless nation or the United Nations pay off a debt they owe us with our own source, with our own resources? This world is not theirs. Everything they have ever mined is ours through contract, through treaty. If it would be like saying they're going to pay us for our planet, that's impossible. They would be breaking a moral code and law that not even they. Even as us in our infant, because we are obviously in an infant state that we're dealing with these beings, and they're being allowed to do what they do because we don't know who and what we are. But even they realized they could not do that, which is why they could never give us reparations, because it would be effectively saying, you could have the rest of this realm, just give us the money that you made off the source of our realm. They know they're dealing with a mentally handicapped people. And yes, the fuck I did, just call you mentally handicapped if you think reparations is just a fucking check. Okay? And even they can't take it that far. They can continue to do what they do, but if they took it that far, they would probably wake up something we're not even aware of, but they are. Like, you motherfuckers have lost your mind. You've been playing with my babies for too long. I'm about to come down and put my foot. So yes, even they can't do that, and they know that, which is why we would never get reparations, because you own the realm. The blood that courses through your veins is the deed and the title to the realm. This is your mama's titty. It's like you coming off your mama's lap and saying, you know what, that milk is good. If you give me some money, I'll sell you my mama's milk. Okay. The answer is no, they can't. They are not from our source. They're not from this world. Therefore, they have no resources or recourse other than to continue to steal what is ours and offer us the crumbs of what they have mined and manufactured from our realm. That's all they will ever have to do. That means you got to get off your ass and learn who you are and learn how to utilize your realm. Because we have changed. Therefore, we've changed the elements. Even they've had to change what they know about the realm. They're starting over. There's a new corporate entity in play because the old corporate entity can no longer utilize what we've had. We've shut down on them. So now they want to do the emancipation and give it over to a new corporate entity. You motherfuckers have lost your mind if you think we're going to sit behind and wait for y'all to get it together. This is the manifesto. It can be updated at any time because I am accepting. I acknowledge as man my inheritance. I receive joyfully, thankfully, and gratefully, and I accept my inheritance, which is this realm. Every step I take, every breath I take is this realm. Every time I choose to get in the water, that's my motherfucking water. They have no resources. They have no recourse because this is your shit. As I have shown in previous slides, money can never repair the harm caused by these invasive alien, foreign species because our original treat was that we would help them for a time in your recovery. And we should have did that because we didn't know what you were because you never needed recovery. You were never hurt. You came down here on a business deal. So you used an adhesion clause on us. You switch contracts on us. So your contract has been vacated. Vacate the premises, bitches. Yet you and your kind have proven to be nothing more than a lying parasitic hoax. Source. We are the source. See that baby face that was in that screen just now? This is why I do this. So he won't be come up having to bow down to creatures that ain't even got no business here. Hmm. 1111 source. Please excuse me once again. This is what it takes. It ain't easy being a teacher with a family. Webster's Dictionary, we're currently looking up the word source for how, because the United States government has no sources. Their source of livelihood is the lands that they're on, which is us. These are our lands. We've already proven that. Go to Dane, go to whoever you got to go to. We've already proven we were here before any of them got here. I don't know what the even the vacate the premises is also going to include those Native Americans too, because they definitely broke their treaties with us. They definitely got to go, and they let the United Nations give them our indigenous seeds. Y'all ain't from here. Ain't no indigenous seed from y'all from North America, from this continent, from this realm. Y'all are thieves. I'm gonna blow them Native Americans, them American Indians, however you want to call them, whatever you want to call them. When they broke natural law, when they let the seed vault give them our fucking seeds, y'all bitches came here the same way that Gentile did. Y'all didn't know shit about these lands. Y'all ain't even from over here. Y'all admit that. Y'all are not the mound builders. Y'all have admitted that. This is our shit. Y'all all gonna learn today. Y'all broke intergalactic law when you acted like them seeds that y'all got from the seed vault was the indigenous, y'all, boy. So yes, they are part of Israel. They all steal from us. They all came here hungry. Source. Now, Middle English, sours. Source. To rise, spring forth. Genesis 1. Genesis 1. We the source, baby. All this comes forth from us. It is here because of us. I am causality. I'm the reason that this shit is in being. The point of origin of a stream of water, fountainhead, foundation, spring, fount, generative, one that initiates, author, prototype, one supplies information, a first-hand document or primary reference work, source book, source language, a language which is to be translated into another language. Latin was translated into English, which was translated into legalese. What else is over here? Oh, one of my favorite words, because you can't be tapped in the source unless you have a what? Soul. Remember, I gave this one. I told these motherfuckers a whole new one. So, y'all just black. You have no culture. Bitch, you right. Because we are the soul of your cultures. So, let's read it again. Soul 1. Now, Middle English. Oh, they love to say this English. They gonna say this English. The immaterial essence, emanating principle or actuating cause of an individual life. The spiritual principle embodied in human beings, all rational and spiritual beings, or the universe. B. Cap. Christian Science. God. A person's total self. 4A. An active or essential part. 4B, a moving spirit, leader. 5A, a man's moral and emotional nature. Man's moral and, emotional nature. Soul, man has a soul, not woman. And ladies, y'all be careful, because the men gonna see this and be like, you just a woman. You don't have no soul. You gotta, and that's why you gonna keep delineate from these sick motherfuckers too. Because instead of them concentrating on the words that are needed to free ourselves from the beast, they're going to use this to try to enslave us and make us submit when you need us to help you fight. That means you like your cage. You like your penal colony. You like that peen being fed to you, don't you? Because if a man come to you after this live with that bullshit, yeah, baby. As I said, don't accept that Jesus contract, because these men are going to fall in line to get there, because they want to be the word of God. And to them, God can rape, kill, steal, and pillage. Remember that the God of their Bible that they love, the same book, but two different versions. The same fucking book, but two different versions? We some bad motherfuckers. We did that because we knew we was going. This time was coming. Okay. Five A, man's moral and emotional innate. B, the quality that arouses emotion and sentiment. When we sing the beast goes to sleep, he be peaceful. Why I got to sing and dance? That's over. We only gonna be singing and dancing for ourselves. Can you imagine how the tempo of the music is going to change without the beast here? Can you imagine what kind of instruments and the sound, the way the music is going to sound now that once they got to vacate the Ooh, the power. Oh, you think what's been heating us up at night? Have you felt that at night? That it feels damn near warmer at night than the day? You had to come out your night clothes? Like, what is this? And I'm not talking hot flashes from menopause, men on pause. I'm talking about our realm is giving it to us, baby. So yeah. Mm. So spiritual or moral force, fever, sixth person, exemplification, personification, integrity, the strong positive feeling as intense sensitivity and emotional fever. See, they want that soul out there. I'm watching these like marches and protests. Oh my goodness, the soulless nation. I can sit up here with my whole fucking foot chest and call them motherfucking soulless nation. I remember I used to call Whitney Houston that like that bitch couldn't dance, but she sung with soul. But she was just a remnant. Remember, because she had a white parent, she had a black parent, so she was a remnant. She was no longer a full ascendant of who she really could have been. So she was just a remnant. She was what you call a half breed, a beautiful half breed, but still just a remnant of what she really could have been had her mother married another being with a whole soul. Not her trying to hurt nobody, just telling the facts, because the dictionary tells you who has a soul. Even though they try to throw in human, let's get finished soul. 8A, a strong positive feeling as intensive sensitivity, emotional fever conveyed especially by the what? American Negro performer, negritude, soul music, soul food, soul brother, soul. Of relating to characteristics of the American Negro. We are not American Negroes. For this live and this live only, I will use certain terms, even this term, but I will not. To describe us for now, for this audio visual transmission that I am putting out now, for this visual, vibrational, okay, because I'm using acoustics now to talk to everybody. I'm going to use a term called B1 FMA. Because they've been using the term foundational Black America, which I love because it is still clear, but I want to go further. B1 FMA, Foundation Melanated America. If you ain't got this, don't even step this way. Now, the only other people are going to try to step this way are the other people with melanin that actually can say they have melanin, but they are not still foundational Americans, which cuts them out. And soon we're going to stop using that term, but like I said, it's just a term used for now for this manifesto that's being put out by the Great Mother because the call went out. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. Okay? Soul brother, soul, soul food, soulful, soulfully, soul kiss, soul mate, soul music. All identified with our people, not Africans, not Asians, not the Caribbeans, nobody but our people. That means this realm was created specifically for us. Y'all ain't got no business here. I don't give a fuck where you come from. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. So that was source. Let's go to resource. We read source first, and then I got hung up on soul and all of that. So let's go to resource. Resource. Noun. Relief. Resource. Relieve. French. Source of supply or support. An available means usually use a source of supply, a natural source of wealth or revenue. Our realm is our natural supply of wealth and revenue. We have allowed the Gentile, Jew, Caucasian, mayonnaise crew, whatever you want to use them, through treaty to utilize our source and turn them into resources that they say that they need. Fuck you, you did. You vacate that contract is right now it's vacated. Y'all have no source. Y'all are turning our sources into your resources for your survival. That contract is, as of now, vacated. The blood that flows through these veins is the deed and the title to the sources you are using so that you can survive. And I said you are officially cut the fuck off. Shell, Exxon, I don't care. You better stop mining. You better stop mining because y'all thinking I'm just up here talking. But like a real mama, after I talk and y'all ain't act right, wait till the daddy get home. Yeah. See, I'm man. I know my place. I am female man. I'm not trying to take the place of the male because I done said it before in previous live. Mama didn't say what she needed to say. Now daddy about to come in and tear that ass up. What'd he say? Won't you back that ass up? I'm laying the law. Mama teaches the law. You only got so much time after I put this out before daddy get ready to get 10 toes down and say he ready to take his shit back. Because daddy, I'm tired of feeding these other motherfuckers. They got to get off my titty. We got our own babies to feed. You see that baby? This is our realm. Y'all have to vacate the premises. And all the other orders I give after vacate the premises are for my people that think they want to get in line and take your place and keep us in the circle we are in. They won't be able to. And that's our civil war. You ain't got to worry about that. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. The other, everything else on here, after y'all vacate the premises, which is the nation of Israel, United Nations, the house of Israel, and all the other houses that you've been feeding off of us. Y'all got to vacate. Y'all all gonna hear this. But y'all biggest portion is giving my people the knowledge of how do I have the right to say they got to go, and you gotta fucking go. Because I'm calling my man. I'm calling my motherfucking man. Fuck the United Nations, and he's a big gunner, bitch. So after I lay this down, it might take me a week. I think I got how many fucking, oh good Lord. Oh goodness. Because I'm this all the talking I'm gonna do. This all the talking after this that I'm gonna do. Yep. And the reason why I said daddy is because y'all think Y'all gonna sit up here, you nigger-fied niggers that like the system. Y'all think y'all gonna sit up here. You think you're gonna put y'all foot in our necks so y'all can continue to enjoy the wealth that these beasts leave behind. Y'all gonna be willing to hurt me and my grandchildren. You're gonna be willing to keep this system in play so that y'all can get the wealth that you feel like you were owed, even though we're not the ones that owe you. Which is why I suggest if you want what they've got, hit the motherfucking road, bitch. Hit the road. We don't want you here. Any melanated person that feel I'm wrong for the vacate the premises, go with them bastards. Go with them bitches. Fuck you. I mean that with all my soul. Mind, body, and soul. Y'all got to go. You got to go. So that's where our civil war is going to come in. That's where the real bloodshed is going to come. Because right now, I just defeated the Gentiles. The only reason why they would stay is because the ones that look like me want to keep them here. They want what the Gentiles got. They like fucking the alien. They're addicted to it. Y'all got to go. And you can go with it. Excuse me. Yep, you can go with it. That's how I feel about all of anybody that look like me that feel like I'm wrong for to vacate the premises off of my fucking realm. They have nothing. They came here through contract. Business is all and who and what they are. They have never been in distress. The only help they ever wanted was to make money and hoard their wealth that they gained from us off of the rest of the realms. Come on, we got to stop feeding these motherfuckers. And anybody that look like me that want to feed, woe to you, baby. Because these directives are straight out. You will be exiled or you will be killed. After I give the vacate orders, anybody that throw that religion around, Islam, Christianity, you will be killed. Exiled and or death. That shit came with them. That has nothing to do with us. They brought it with them as a tool to utilize to rape and pillage our people. If I catch you out here singing the gospel of foreign alien forces that have invaded us and raped us, you will be exiled immediately and or killed if you feel like you got the right to stand on these lands and tell us to pray to an outsider ever again. You will be exiled or you will be killed. I'm recalling back my inheritance. I am man. And I am the great mother. And when I'm finished with this, I'm calling your father. I'm calling your father. We've all said it. Whether you've been married, unmarried, whether or not you got kids, some man was going to come. Because these motherfuckers ain't acting right. And I done laid down the law. And you think the black man, a.k.a. indigenous man you had in that army was a bad motherfucker help you do all this shit around the world? No, his father is on the way. His father is on the way. He told me, lay down the law, set it out. Set it out, Queen. And they got so much time to follow it. And you gonna come through that door like Usher, Daddy's home. Now let me stop. Yeah. You got so much time after this. Vacate the premises, and then I'm getting your father. And whatever's left and whoever's left, that's how your mama do. She been talking to you all day. Now you need mercy. Like the little Jesus, white Jesus picture. Your mama been talking to you, yelling at you all day. Didn't I say, you just ain't gonna do what I say? Wait till your father get home. Mm-hmm. I got you fuckers. So what we on? Resource. Yep, a source of supply or support. Any available means. Usually in plural. Our source is plural. It is so wide and enormous. Our source is plural. That they can make resources for themselves. Okay? A natural source of wealth or revenue, usually in plural, computable wealth, usually in plural. Wealth is plural, it's many. It's the one, but it's many. Put it back. What y'all doing? Y'all already had one. I'm gonna bust you in the forehead. So... Two, something to which one has recourse in difficulty, expenditure, a possibility of relief or recovery, a means of spending one's leisure time, an ability to meet and handle a situation. So through our treaty of allowing you to use our source, you have had the ability to meet and handle your situation, which means you need to get the fuck out. Get gone, motherfucker. Shit. But you didn't have your 1,000 years is up. I don't like being that nice to these people. Read. Okay, I was gonna look up read one 960. Read. Because we gotta be careful using that word. Read on the beginning of words because it takes us out of the original. Re is repurpose. Re is resource. Source is what you have. Resource means they have repurposed the original source. Okay. When they dig gold, they dig out the original source of gold, but then they repurpose it to turn it into something else, which they then call resource. Read. $960. Re, prefix, again, renew, backwards. Every time you read, you're moving backwards in time. Aha! So every time they say we have resources, they're moving backwards in time because they want to go back to the same source that they've been mining to continue to get it so that they can go back in time. So they have been practicing time travel. That's why they use this fall forward, spring forward, fall backwards, or whatever it is they're doing. So yeah, you're going backwards through time every time we allow them to do that. To anew, not renew, anew. So they anew their contracts. Let's look up the word A. Amoral. Anew, not renew. They want to anew. A. The first letter of the English alphabet. A graphic representation of this letter. Speech counterpart of orthographic. The sixth tone of C major scale. 3. Graphic device for reproducing a letter. 4. 1. Designated. The first in order or class. They want to anew with the first order. 5. A grade rating a student's work as superior in quality. 1. Graded or rated with an A, something shaped like a letter A. Used as a function word before a singular noun when reference is unspecified. A man overboard, A. And before numbers, collectives and some numbers, a dozen. Used before words with an initial consonant sound, the same. Birds, a bird. Used as a function word before singular noun followed by restrictive modifier, a man. They want to anew with a contract with us, not renew, because they want to renew because then we keep moving backwards. We don't want to renew any contracts with them. All contracts are vacated. So and they cannot reproduce any new contracts with us. Any melanated person that accepts a new contract with these people, you will probably be exiled or killed. You will probably be exiled and or killed. No more contracts to tie the beast to our realm. Contracts is over. That's what this is. They're draining the swamps now. Contracts is over. All contracts are vacated. So let me prove to you. Let's go to let's go, excuse me. Let's go to the other part. Oh shoot, I already got it on there. Sorry about that. Yep, I want to go down to the other part. So let's go to So like I said, learning to define ourselves, we already know who and what we are from this live alone. From this casting, we are sending out to the galaxy, the intergalactic, nationally, internationally, who and what is going on. We understand that money could never. It is just a quick fix. And we know that they came here. This realm is already ours. They came here with nothing. Yep, they came here with nothing. Let's see if I can blow that up because I can barely see what that say. Dang, I'm blind. Blind on my own stuff. That's bad. Well, I know it's important. I'll get back to it. Yeah, they came here. We cannot reap holistically what a foreign immigrant alien species have sown. Okay, so let's get into this part. As a matter of fact, it's been how long? Two hours. So I need to, before I even get deep into that, let me see if I can put this stuff up so that y'all can, because y'all need to see these. You know, because we're going to get deeper and deeper, and I want y'all to go deeper. Yep, here I am right here. Okay. If I want y'all to get just as deep as me. This might be like 2 weeks long. It really could end up just that long. Because some of you are new here. Some of you are, let's get some subscriptions. Mm-hmm. You go to like videos so I can pull them up immediately. I don't want to show you a video too long because I really just need to take a bathroom break and get my grandbabies together. But I want to show you something that is important. I really do. We got to get this together. I'm trying to figure out who do I want you to. Go to Bible study since this is what we. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yes. Okay. So this is one of the videos I know I want to show y'all. And any videos I show you are just going to go to what I've been talking about, who these people are, what they do, you know. Of course, I got some Remedy H going on because that Baba been really banging it out. And this is why we don't want them here. Okay. This is going to be for a Bible study. This is Democracy Now! Because you know they love to report how they just the shit. And I want to get this one. This was from March 6th. Yeah, I got this. I got a specific one that I want to use for sure. March 7th. They let me go back as far as March 7th. I need March 6th though. Oh shoot. Can I pull it up? How long is this one? No, that's too long. That's too long. which is the other one. That's why I want the March 6th one. They won't give it to me. Damn. That was a really good one. Which one is this? March 7th. March 7th. Okay, I did see one for March 7th, but that was for Al Green. I don't want to see that shit. And Al Green, I don't know what he is, but I was watching him walk, and he looked like a Skeksis or one of those things from the Fifth Element, walking like he looked. I don't know what that is. That ain't no human or one of us for sure. Cause I could see what he is, and his whole presence is fucking disturbing to look just to look at. I couldn't imagine wanting to be around him. He looks like a succubus, definitely towards our women, or maybe even the men. I'm not sure because I'm not sure what he is. Man, they are not gonna let me get it. I wanted that March 6th or that March 7th story. Okay, so let me come out of here. It's hard to. Okay, so Saudi Arabia just dished the U.S. dollar. Why would they dish the U.S. dollar? Because the U.S. dollar about to switch it up. They're about to switch it up because they know that we're going to ask for money as a tangible, and then they know they're going to commit the worst crime in the world, basically. So I could not find the video, so I'm trying to find something for y'all that I know. I've been trying to set up my new page, and I just hadn't got around it. Yeah, Tesla, you hang in there, my man. Hang in there. Okay, let's go back. Because I don't want to waste too much time. Let's vacate the premises. So we are going to do the vacate the premises, but let me start with the big one that's going to bother most people. Okay, so this is the vacate the premises. As I said, I affirm that the blood and the soul of my being is the title and deeds to this realm. So your vacation is over. All invading foreign alien species and their products, humans, humankind, mankind, Adam, Adamites, woman, mixed breed, meaning any species you breed with our genetics to create another species. Mixed breeds are remnants. They are no longer the full genetic material of who they really were once they mix. If you were once part of us and another species, you are officially a remnant. I don't like using mixed breed. It does sound horrible. So I will call you remnants. You are a remnant of what you could have been had you bred within your own community. But since you were not allowed, and it is not your fault, because you are the production of someone else's decisions. Okay? Meaning you have two species bred within your genetics. You are a remnant. Let me put that up here so I won't forget because I don't want y'all to feel some kind of way. Yep. Once you are bred with something else out of you, you become what is called a remnant. Meaning any species, yeah. Product including transgenders, AI, animated machines. AI must vacate our realm. Certain cities, I'm naming here specifically because this is specifically where I am. Detroit, Highland Park, Hamtramck, which are all located within the territory of Detroit, because these are my lands. This is and national protected parks. You must also remove trash, carcinogenic byproducts from farming, mining, medical waste, housing, and any other harmful industrial waste from our realm upon your vacancy. You have from now maybe 2 to 5 years, maybe 5, depending on how you act. But the nastier you get, knowing you gotta leave, because we know you're gonna do that to us. You gotta, it's gonna get nastier. Make note they will try to stay longer. How can we prevent this when they have already outlived their welcome centuries ago? So let's get to the nitty gritty of what reparations for our people really look like in a tangible state. Tangible state of being, the ability to enjoy our inheritance. Didn't I just say I was going to get the fuck off this bitch? Okay, I'm gonna read this part, and then I am getting off of here for 10 minutes because I have been on here for 2 hours and 48 minutes. My grandbabies need my attention, so yep, cut me some slack. Okay, vacate the premises. This is one of the reasons why it took me so long to put this out, because a lot of y'all gonna be heartbroken. Immediate removal of all Caucasians, Asians, Native Americans, Arabs, South Americans, Africans, East Indians, Pacific Islanders, and Europeans, and all other words. 9. B1 FMAs, people in urban areas, so-called like Detroit, Highland Park, Hamtramck, Southfield, whatever, who would feel unsafe due to their immediate change in environment and the inherent biases that they themselves possess that keep our people in perpetual danger from them. These vacate orders also include Detroit Police Departments, Highland Park Police Departments, Michigan State Troopers, who are some of the most heavily armed militias in Michigan, and they often practice military tactical operations on unarmed, untrained, indigenous people that often result in our lands being utilized as a training grounds for these dangerous thugs who often harm, hunt, humiliate, and murder us. We want you gone. Like the little cute white girl said, we don't want the dick pics. That was so freaking cute. The little rap. Okay. Let's back it up. Let's back it up with a Revelations 12:17. Oh, 16. Oh, 15. Then from his mouth the serpent spewed water like a river to overtake the woman and sweep her away with a torrent. But the earth helped the woman by opening its mouth and swallowing the river that the dragon had spewed out of its mouth. Then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to make war with the rest of her offspring. How you go from having a beef with me to all my motherfucking kids, bitch? Because this is our shit. That's why. That's how. They came to, when we would not, they came down here with a lie. And then when we saw it was a lie, they said, no, we have a contract. They said, we don't give a fuck what that contract said no more. We're done with you. And this is him pimping us and raping us, pulling our hair, choking us while he's getting off on us. joyfully telling us we have to follow their law, like this is their house, and it's not. It's not. So let me go in here. We're going to stop sharing for a minute. Yep, we're going to stop sharing for a minute. I'll do the cancer one next. It's about half an hour long because I probably really need it. I deserve it. I've been on here for a minute. And when it's done, I'll go into why. Because you know, I'm not going to show you nothing. I'm not going to show you anything without a reason. So I am going to use this one.
Rally organizers. But first, we turn to some of the speakers. This is Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen of Maryland.
Are we all here to defend science? Because we know that when you defend science, you are defending the health and welfare of the American people. Isn't that right? Now, I am just thrilled to be here with so many mad scientists. And you should be mad, and you should be angry, and everybody in America should be mad and angry about what we are witnessing right now in our country, including the illegal and reckless attacks on science by Elon Musk and the Trump administration. Because those illegal attacks are literally putting people's lives at risk around the country. Are we going to let that happen?
It is my great honor to introduce our next speaker. Dr. Atul Gawande is the former assistant administrator for global health at USAID.
Are you scientists? Are you health professionals? Are you nerds? We have a job to do. Are you with me on this job? This job is that we must bear witness. We must bear witness to the harm, to the dangerous game that they are playing, and to the truth. Here's the game that they are playing. They take a spreadsheet with the work of thousands of scientists and professionals. They scan for examples they can distort and ridicule. They ask no one what their work actually is. They ignore obvious information about it. They'll call hormone and transgenic research in mice making transgender mice.
That's good.
They'll ridicule male circumcision programs in Mozambique, which cuts HIV transmission 2/3 and has saved thousands of people from HIV.
If you know, you know.
They will call programs to prevent HIV in transgender populations, in men who have sex with men, in IV drug users. They will call that DEI. When they will cause deaths from this occurring. Then they make absurd claims that this indicates rampant waste and fraud.
Lies.
Boo.
Lies.
They'll demand that there is loyalty to repeat these lies. And then they use the lies to gleefully stop serious, important funding and work. They will use these lies to take down entire agencies like USAID.
Boo!
They destroy thousands of careers. I watched people walk out the door with their boxes containing their entire careers, fired and purged by the thousands. Then they deny the harm to millions of lives. They've done it at USAID. They are now doing it at NIH, at CDC, at FDA, and beyond. Shame. Shame. It is shame.
Shame.
They are denying the harm in order to destroy an engine that made the US the greatest driver of science, of health, and of prosperity in the world.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Whitehead, and I am here today because almost 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia at the age of 5. The doctors told my parents that if you have a kid with cancer, ALL is the most curable. However, that wasn't the case for me. After undergoing 22 months of failed chemotherapy, they were ready to send me home on hospice and told my parents to enjoy the days that they have left with me. But miraculously, a phase 1 clinical trial at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia had just opened and was ready to try it on their first pediatric patient. In April of 2012, I became the first child in the world to receive CAR T-cell therapy, which trained my immune system to beat my cancer. Today, I am almost 13 years cancer-free. I am a sophomore at the University of Pennsylvania studying English and photography. I am a patient advocate who spreads awareness of less toxic cancer treatments that exist today because of science. Without funding research that went into developing the treatment that saved my life, I wouldn't be here today. I stand up for science for all of the other children all over the world who are fighting cancer so they can get back to their childhood outside of the hospital. I stand up for science so kids can grow up to be the next generation of scientists. I stand up for science for underrepresented groups whose voices are not as heard as mine. Every child deserves equal and equitable access to life-saving treatments, no matter their background, identities, or where they come from. I stand up for science because science saved my life, and that is a fact. Thank you.
My name is Michael Mann, and let me warn you, I'm going to use the C word. I'm a climate scientist. Thank you. Thank you. I'm also an educator and a science communicator. Thanks. I've known adversity, having been targeted by fossil fuel interest groups, attacked by right-wing news sites, news outlets, and singled out by climate change. Yes, unfortunately, and it's even worse today.
And pause it right here because I want to go into some of the deep diving into the sciences. One of the reasons why they're here is because they're experimental sciences. So How can a parasite be natural and go against the laws of nature? Gentiles claim to be natural, but they go against the laws of parasite. First, they wear a sunscreen, which has our melanin, which means that's a dangerous thing. How are they getting our melanin to wear on their bodies? That's a dangerous person. That's a dangerous being, okay? How can they be the how can they be the regulators of natural when they're the invasive species themselves? So how can they regulate nature? So whenever they put out an edict saying, oh, this is an invasive species or this, they're lying. They're using you to survey your realm under the guise that they are the only dangerous invasive species here. Humans are the only dangerous invasive species here in their product and their handler that created them. Okay. Why do we need to be regulated to protect their realm, be it agriculture or whatever, when this is really our realm, right? Okay, evolutionary ecology. They have an evolutionary ecology because they want to mimic our phenotype. That's why Marion Sims was brought in. Scientifically, outwardly, they could sort of mimic our phenotype, but they did not have the inward ability to copy the reproductive ability of our phenotype. So that's why Marion J. Sims was brought in, okay? They could not reproduce on their own. So that was a lot of torture that we as women and men, well, as female and men of the male, the female and male of the man species, that's the torture that we went through so that they could learn to have everlasting life, because this is the only way that they understand in everlasting life. But we're about to take away we've already taken away their ability to reproduce. The methods that they used before to reproduce, in vitro fertilization, things like that, that isn't working that like it used to. So that's why they want to do the pod baby, just flat out in your face. Emerald City, read the book. Emerald City pod babies. Okay? Because the in vitro and stuff ain't working. We've changed. When we change, the realm changes. The air changes, the elements change, the water changes, everything changes. We change because they put us in duress, and then they want to call it a climate crisis. You're right. We're in crisis because you motherfuckers won't go away. Go away. So it's a crisis to you. It's not a crisis to us because our food still produces whether it's planted or not. Whether you spray it chemically or not with your vicious, petty asses, okay? So that's what this is about. Climate change is about keeping the world, the climate change is about keeping our realm at a temperature, texture, is something else that they need so that they can stay here. So that's what the climate movement is about. This is another head of the Hydra. We're in its ugly head, like, look, we're in danger. And they always say we're all included, but niggas ain't in trouble. You can go out in the sun, you be just fine. Unless you eating like them and living like them, you should be all right. Because I did pretty good last summer under the sun after 2 heart attacks and a stroke, because I stopped eating a lot of that bullshit. I stopped putting a lot of mental. You cannot watch this shit. You cannot. That's why I don't have no TV. My kids ran away from home because I wouldn't let them watch TV, because I wouldn't get no TV. That's a fucking strong drug to run away from your mama home Because you couldn't, because she wouldn't get you no TV. Don't that sound like crack? Don't that sound like crack? I'm sorry, that sounds like crack to me. So for the last 20 or so years, 30 years, I haven't had no television. 2015, for sure, no television. I have a video player with certain movies I allow them to watch because I feel like they can watch that and put that in their head. You see what I'm saying? So all they do is make addictive materials for us so that they want us. We didn't create that shit. We created it in the sense they said, oh, we need this. We did it. We didn't know what it was. We just thought we was helping out the realm, helping out the people, right? TV is one of the strongest drugs in the world. Anything that offers our people visual aid becomes addictive. TV, computers, tablets, cell phones. Now I got the little Apple Watch little bit on me. I mean, you know how small that is? We already putting on glasses, bifocals, cheaters, readers, and now we putting on a watch that this is a pen. And so that's what this science is about. The sciences have always been about mining our realm so that they can stay alive. But now that they've started calling the realm, the science officers that they really need, which is our people, which have kept them alive, we need to step back. No more sharing our discoveries with our realm with them. I just said that. No more. They don't need to know what's on the realm. They don't need to know who's new on the realm. They don't need to know. They need to be blind because it's time for them to go. Get the fuck on. They don't need to know. They gotta go. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on, and like I said, I would just stop every now and then to clarify what they talking about. Other than that, I'm gonna keep letting it go. Here we go.
And it's even worse today. All in an effort to discredit my research demonstrating the profound threat of human-caused climate change. But this is the most challenging moment I can recall for science itself to gratuitously quote the title of my forthcoming book with vaccine scientist Peter.
You heard him say it out his mouth. He said human-caused climate change. None of this would be happening if they were here. That means the Mother Earth is fighting too. She's like, look, y'all got to go.
Politicians, yes, unfortunately, and it's even worse today, all in an effort to discredit my research demonstrating the profound threat of human-caused climate change.
Human-caused.
But this is the most challenging moment I can recall for science itself to gratuitously quote the title of my forthcoming book with vaccine scientist Peter Hotez, who some of you may know. Science is under siege.
Up next, I have the great pleasure to introduce one of my mentors and one of my role models and scientific heroes. Dr. Francis Collins is an American physician scientist who discovered the genes associated with a number of diseases and led the Human Genome Project. He served as director of the NIH 2009 to 2021, serving under 3 presidents. Dr. Collins announced his retirement publicly from the NIH 6 days ago on March 1st, 2025, after 32 years of service.
So we're gathered here in front of the Lincoln Memorial. It's a sacred civic space. And we're celebrating the achievements of science over decades in bettering the human condition and advocating for strong public support at a time when serious threats of harm are happening. I'm a physician scientist. You heard I spent 32 years at NIH, including, including leading the Human Genome Project and serving presidents of both parties as the director. But I'm a patriot. I love my country, and I'm worried about my country right now. Just behind me, if you go and visit the memorial, you'll see etched on the wall the 271 unforgettable words of the Gettysburg Address. It occurs to me there might be a parallel there to what we're talking about. Let me remind you of the last sentence of that Gettysburg Address, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Are we still there? Well, science has been of the people, hasn't it? We're studying ourselves sometimes to help ourselves to flourish. The Human Genome Project, after all, this 13-year effort revealed our own instruction book. This has transformed human biology and medicine. And please note this, that project only succeeded through the strong support of members of Congress and presidents of both parties back then. A little fun fact, estimates several years ago suggested every dollar the government invested in the Human Genome Project led to $141 in economic returns. Not a bad ROI. We should keep emphasizing that part for the people who are less swayed by arguments about saving lives. We are also saving money. Come on. You know, that same visionary of the people perspective has birthed a number of other bold projects supported by the federal government. The Brain Initiative, yeah? Figuring out how those 86 billion neurons between your ears do what they do. We're on the path to do that. The All of Us Initiative that's enrolled almost 1 million Americans to figure out genetics, environment, health behaviors, social, all those inputs to faith, to health that we don't understand well enough. That is a big, bold effort. But I have to tell you, both of those groundbreaking projects, Brain and All of Us, are now at severe risk because of budget and workforce cuts.
Voices from the Stand Up for Science rally in Washington, D.C. Friday. That last voice was Dr. Francis Collins, a former director of National Institutes of Health, post he held from 2009 to 2021. He just retired from the NIH after 32 years. We also heard from climate scientist Michael Mann, cancer survivor, now UPenn student Emily Whitehead, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen, and former USAID official and author Dr. Atul Gawande, whose books include Being Mortal, Medicine and What Matters in the End. We're joined right now by one of the core organizers of the Stand Up for Science rallies. Emma Courtney joins us here in New York, a biology PhD candidate at Cold Spring Harbor, an independent lab in New York. Emily, I mean, this wasn't just in Washington, D.C., where thousands turned out. Thousands rallied in San Francisco and over 24 cities around the country. Scientists, well, they describe themselves, many of them, as mad scientists. That's scientists who are really mad. Emily, talk about the organizing campaign and what's at stake right now.
Yeah, so I'm coming at it from a graduate student perspective, where I'm currently looking at what my thesis is going to look like over the next 3 years, and realizing that a lot of the ways that I've originally kind of thought about my science are being impacted by these current executive orders and budget cuts and kind of the censorship of science that's happening right now. And so that, I think, is where a lot of people are coming at, is looking at what they're doing and the impact it has on communities, and then looking at also how that's being taken away right now.
Emma, you're a cancer researcher?
I am.
So talk about the level of the cuts, whether we're talking about NOAA, the climate scientists, people like Dr. Michael Mann, whether we're talking about basic cancer research, and also how is this affecting your colleagues, older and also students, whether they can trust staying in basic science?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're seeing right now kind of a orders saying like which words you can and can't use in your grant proposals. And so I am coming from a breast cancer perspective. I study breast cancer, I study women's health. And right now you're not able to really put into proposals that you are studying women or females or looking at barriers or looking even at how race can influence cancer outcomes.
Even you can't say words like barrier,
Yes.
race, women in the grant proposals.
No, that's the current advice is grants are getting flagged for having language that is containing those words.
You know, it's really interesting. One of the beneficiaries of the National Institutes of Health may have an interesting father. Mother Jones is reporting that the Vogt family, as in Russell Vogt, the head of the OMB, but more significantly, considered the architect of Project 2025, his daughter had cystic fibrosis. They credit a cystic fibrosis drug, Trifacta, for helping their daughter's treatment. That research for Trifacta was funded by the National Institutes of Health. Talk about the significance of basic research when it comes to, I even think about the child who President Trump honored in his congressional address, a young child, who has cancer, pediatric cancer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the National Institutes of Health fund a lot of basic research that's really critical in providing kind of the scaffold for these treatments later on. And so when we're looking at cuts to the NIH, we're looking both at cuts to the workforce and the opportunities available to scientists, but we're also looking at kind of the impact long-term of losing these basic science projects that really have the opportunity to drive cures for people like individuals with cystic fibrosis and cancer. And a lot of these, it's incremental steps over time is how science works. And so the basic research, it might not seem immediately impactful all the time, but as you compound these findings over years and you have scientists continually working to find cures, things do happen and we get to these treatments that are very transformative for the people with these diseases.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Recently announced that HHS would no longer allow public comments in the rulemaking process, ending a policy of a half a century to involve public opinion in HHS decisions. Your response?
I think it's very important to have the input of scientists and people who have personal interest in these topics. I think their comments are really useful in making sure that our policies are informed by science and rooted in evidence and have the ability to really drive progress. I think when we have kind of a unilateral decision-making power, we're maybe losing out on perspectives that are really critical and just making sure that science is able to help the people that need it most.
Emma, I also wanted to ask you about scientists around the world and
She said something really critical, which is when they're applying for grants, they cannot use the term woman anymore. That is critical. Why? Because she is a finished product. She cannot go any further in her state of being. So any and all grants towards women will only be pushed to transgender her. Any other grants to fix her and all of that? Nope, that's not what she's here for. She's a product. She's finished. She's completed. The only work they want to do on now is can she be transformed after she's completed her metamorphosis state out of prepubescenthood. So yeah, they ready to get the woman, and we see, and that's why she's up here. That's why women has been on this platform. Black people, where you at? Oh no. I saw a movie that disturbed me one day. It was called The Story of Miss Jane Pittman, where It was a slave movie. You know how they love their slave movies. But I realized something. Every one of these type women had a man like me tethered to them to the day they died. And then these women had power, but they had dementia. So they had somebody like me tied to them to the day they died. Why? Because we were their solicitor, we were their health care giver, we were their mental health giver. I mean, think about it. These beings are corrupt, fucked up. Like they can barely stay on cold. So you got to give them one of me so that they can maintain. So they don't like that we don't want to be with them no more. I don't want no sisterhood. She is not my peer. She cannot survive here unless she's in my fucking face. She got to cleave to me. Mayo, Melody got to cleave to me if she want to survive. She is not my friend. Whenever they act like, oh, the white patriarch, let me tell you something. She was made from that motherfucker. It's a rules. They are a package deal. Just like me and my children are a package deal. Patty Mayo and Patty Mark, they're a deal. They are a package deal. One cannot survive without the other. When one is running scam, one is robbing somebody else. When the other one is robbing somebody else, somebody's scamming. They a package deal. Abraham and Sarah, Moses and Rebecca. Pick one. Pick one. They all come together. There is no white woman. She can never be our friend. I don't give a fuck what her patriarch put her through. She can't come over here. I ain't gonna help her ass. They ain't never helped me with mine. No, they can't help me with no nigga. They be talking about once you go back, you can't go back. You a fucking lie. Let her deal with the right one. Her ass will hop over that fence so fast. Talking about once you go back, you're a lie. Cause I'm black and I won't go back. Celibate 10 years. Fuck with me. These motherfucking niggas ain't nothing to play with. They're not toys. They're not fetish toys. They should not be fetishized. Because once they get the idea in your head, you're here for something other than their program, it's a motherfucker. If you think white man is a motherfucker, let me tell you something. I know what a white man is and who he is better than I know what a nigga is. Because a nigga can transform. A white man can't. Holla at me. Don't tell me once you go black, you won't go back. You a motherfucking lie. Deal with the wrong one. He will have you screaming, pulling your hair. Just deal with the wrong black woman. Deal with the wrong black woman. It's about you. Once you go back, you can't shit. You will know what a black hole is. You will learn what a black hole is dealing with the right one. So it's been 3 hours and 25 minutes. I got a whore. The baby's about to come through the door. But I did want to show you this real quick. So let's go to present. Let's share screen. So this is one of the reasons why they got to get gone. Yep. Is this right? No. Yeah, it is. Scientists convert sewage sludge into green hydrogen and nutritious protein. You can imagine. So unless you've seen a movie called Snowpiercer, and yes, I will be doing a lot of articles and movie Snowpiercer where they was cooking down the bugs and the sewage shit for the people on the train because the train never stopped. And because they only lived on the train, yeah, Snowpiercer. So this is what they're doing for us. They're converting the sewage into nutritious protein for us. Y'all, listen. When I finish putting out the vacate the premises and y'all cry out for these motherfuckers to stay, I'm telling you, whatever happened to your ass happened. So let's come out of here because that's disgusting. That was a whole heart of disgustingness. So yes, greetings and salutations to my people. I've been on here for 3 hours, 3.5 hours now. So I got to go. Like I said, I got babies coming home from school and everything else. That was just a tap. That was just a tap. That was a tap on the shoulders. Like I said, I am man. I affirm and accept my inheritance. Y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. I'm not even begun to finish putting out the vacate the premises orders. So probably later when I get some more time. If I don't go out tonight. If I don't go out tonight, I'm supposed to go out with a very special person tonight. That would be nice. If I don't, I'll come back on. If I do, who knows? But I definitely want to drop it because the information's there. I got it all lined up and ready for you. But yeah, this is what their science is about. Their science is about feeding us ass crack. So that's why they got to vacate the premises. So I'm going to be probably the largest part of the vacate the premises. Oh, I did. No, I didn't. Oh, this is the last part, and then I'm out of here. I got to get off here because they're going to be coming. Vacating fraudulent contracts. Every contract, every paper you ever sign with them is a fraudulent contract. All mortgages, lottery, motor vehicle, social security, income, and property tax contracts are now vacated. All privately purchased health, life, car, renters insurance, homeowners insurance shall be paid out in full immediately to purchaser, and companies are to shutter immediately. Any government agent or agency attempting to stall or interfere in the collection or to stop uses of these instruments of usury shall be exiled. Y'all know this is one of my biggest beef with these motherfuckers right here. All government-funded religions and the buildings that shelter these organizations and their agents, priests, pastors, nuns, imams, religious clerks, believers, priestesses, tarot readers, I don't give a fuck. If you got to look outside of yourself to get an answer, you don't belong here. Are to be shuttered and demolition immediately. Let no remnant of their corrupt facade remain. Christianity of any denomination, Islam, Pentecostal, Jehovah's Witness, Witchcraft, Wiccans, Hebrew Israelites, Judaism, I don't give a fuck what you call it. Holy Catholic, Seventh-day Adventist, Pentecostal, Baptist, you gotta go. These organized groups are used to infiltrate our realm and cause division among man. Genesis 1, man, male and female, it states it clearly. None of the aforesaid organized groups will be allowed to spread their gospel among our people ever fucking again. This will result in immediate exile and or death. And for all you men that can't wait to step to me, oh, you think you a man? You think you going to force this? I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm this. Oh, the fall of you bitches. You're going to stop spreading the gospel of outside alien species beings. That shit came with them. And you can fucking leave my realm with them too, bitches. You will be exiled or you will be killed. You will meet your fucking maker telling our people lies that there's an outside God waiting for them. Fuck you and your mama. You understand me? You won't be teaching that to mine. You won't be teaching that to mine. They won't be able to hear your voice. I'll cut out your fucking tongue first. You understand me? Y'all got to go. This will result in immediately exile and or death. That's what I said when I read this. You was going to get a bunch of emotions from me because I weep for you motherfuckers. I'm weeping. Not for y'all, for y'all. that's so addicted, and you think you gonna stay and keep this shit in play. You think you gonna keep Sexy Red and Beyonce and Nicki. Ha! Y'all all got to go, baby. When a woman say get out of her house, you got to go. You know the only one that act like that don't want to go, woman. They drag their feet. They take their time. They know they bigger and stronger than you. Because they got that man body, right? That male body. So that they can abuse you and say they're going to drag their feet, leaving your fucking house. It's like a man you've been fucking him too good or too long. And he got to go. What he doing? He disrespecting everything you got on the way out the door. And that's how these motherfuckers going to treat us. And for our men that look like me, that's going to help them. Whoo, baby. When the big man comes through the door, you bitches ain't got shit coming. Yep, you bitches ain't got shit coming. So, as I said, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this live because it is what it is, and I'm gonna do what it do. I really am. Yeah, they was fucking with me all day. They didn't want me to have nothing now. So, like I said, this is reparations beyond the check. The check from your inheritance. You can't accept the check from your own inheritance. That shows how mentally deficient we still are, how uneducated we are, and why it's my turn to take over your education. Because man, the male version of us wants to go to the table and negotiate and be his peer. I'm mama. That thing ain't your peer, man. Male. My mirror image, the male version of me, of the female, those things ain't your peers. They have nothing to offer you. Please don't go to no table with them. They have they have paper and they have war. And they use war so that we would sign the paper and hand over our source. So I love you. Thank y'all for coming through. I will be back because I got more videos. I got articles. I got everything. I'm backing this shit up of why they have to vacate the premises. And I really don't need a why. This is my motherfucking house. Don't no woman need no why a motherfucker got to go. But these are for my kids who've been seduced by this thing and y'all don't understand it. Y'all gonna be flipping out. Y'all gonna be fucked up. So this is why I'm putting this out. This is for my children. The other part, vacate the premises, that's it. I really don't owe y'all know why y'all got to go. Y'all just got to go. This is my motherfucking crib, bitch. Y'all got to go. Caucasian, East Indian, West Indian, Asians, y'all got to go. Some of y'all done got smart and just getting on by yourself instead of waiting on Trump to deport your ass. Thank you. Because y'all came over here because our opponent made the war between us look good. They made you think that there was no war going on. We look so good how we live. I apologize. We gave you the impression because of how we get down and how we live that we were under distress, that we were at war, because you still see us sing and dance and do what we do. But we are under duress and we are at war. So our enemy, the Jewish Gentile, sent out all of these imagery because he controls this thing. He controls this. This is what he made it for, so he could control it. And he said, look how good America is. And who he showed you? Us. Getting down, Soul Train, the clothes, the fashion. Everything we do, that's what he showed you. Like, look, they free. They free. What you talking about? No, we ain't. We just live good during slavery. We know how to get down, and y'all can't, because look how y'all buckling under this shit. Y'all buckling. So I love y'all, and I will return because this is important. This is us on the couch. This is our couch time. Like I said, we are the book. I ain't putting out no books. Motherfucker, I am the book. And if you need more, email me, salimasknowledge@gmail.com. I am the book. I'm not putting out no books. You can't get it from me, because you got to get it from the horse's mouth. This round proved that if you don't get it from the horse's mouth, they're going to give you anything. They're going to give you my image with anything. So sooner or later, you got to come to the great mother. The rest is on y'all. So peace and love. I'm out. Y'all have a good one.